Welcome back to my channel. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I pray that everyone is staying safe in their homes and staying healthy. This is a time for communities to pray together, come together, and families to get stronger together. I need to go ahead and tell you that my location has changed in the house. Basically my space has been taken over because it's my studio space, because it's the most organized and clean space in the house for working. So it has been taken over, so I cannot film in there right now for a little while. So the change, it can be good, and a little change doesn't hurt, right? But I'm sitting in my dining room table, and this is where now I'm going to be homeschooling my daughter because it's just too cramped with all of us in my little studio space. And so I just wanted to do a mid-week planner update and kind of show you what I'm doing this week. I will go ahead and mention that this week is by far my favorite week that I've done in my planner. Okay, so basically a friend of mine, Akio Bujo, said she loves seeing me in my Hobonichi weeks, which, girl, I still am using and rocking. I love my Hobonichi weeks. I'm still doing that, and I do all my tracking. I do my tracking in here, you guys. I keep up with that in here because that way I can look at it as a whole year, because with my B6 Staology, I fit about 3, maybe 4 to 5 months in each one, depends on how much I write. But yeah, my tracking is done in here so I can keep up with it for the whole year. My cat's making noises. So I'm still rocking this guy. I don't even have the desire to come out of this cover. I love it. This blue is beautiful. If you can't tell, blue is one of my favorite colors. Certain shades of blue. Purple is my favorite, but if you look at my house, I have shades of gray and blue everywhere. So it really is kind of a thing. So I'm still in this, using a friction pen, and I simplified my setup. It's only Wednesday. I haven't planned out my Wednesday. I kind of skipped over that. I've been working so much in my B6. But I really have been enjoying using this. It's a lot of fun, and I even have a daily in the back that I enjoy using, like a quick notes, like to clean and stuff, and just a review of each day if I feel like it. So I really do enjoy this, and when One Book July comes around, I was thinking of going into just this, but we'll see how that goes. All right, moving on. So this is my B6. I'm still in the same one. I'm going to have to move out of my first volume pretty soon, though. It's getting really filled. Yes, this was my husband's, and my anniversary is the 20th, and he surprised me. This is a new cover. I haven't been working, so I don't have the money to do anything. The first thing I'm going to do when the quarantine's over is send my packages out to my winners. That's the first thing I'm absolutely going to do. But this is a croc. I don't know the color of this, to be honest, but it is beautiful and I love it. And it's going to go really well with my volume 2 Staology, so I'm really excited about that. But this isn't about the pretties or anything, but I do have another hand painted card that I made, faith card, and I have my stickers and post-its here, some graph post-its here. I really use this extremely functionally and creatively, so I have to admit, it's my Staology B6. I never thought I'd be in a B6. I actually despised it at one time because everybody was in a B6 TN or something. I was like, why? I get it now, but I can't see myself leaving Staology. I'm hooked. So anyway, so mid month, I might as well go ahead. I might as well go ahead and flip through the month, because next week will be the end of the month, and I'll be setting up my April um, pages this weekend. So I might as well go ahead. So this is the beginning of the month. Just got some vellum. I'm also learning that I don't want to put too much extra in. And if I do, I want it to be very thin. I like a chunky notebook, but not so chunky that I can't close my book. I think that's kind of the thing. Plus, my spine is getting, I mean, my spine is fine, but I don't like that the cover bends like that. But I mean, I'm learning about the stat. This is my first time using one for as long as I have. I've been using it for 4 months now. So, but yeah, this is March. This was actually a notes page for this week of February, but instead of wasting the page because nothing was on it, I just turned it into my cover page. Now, I will admit, the beginning of March, I decided to kind of just go. I went into rings for a little bit to kind of, I guess, for me, I was in rings for so long, and I really love rings. I couldn't believe that I was in a bound book for as long as I have been, so I was like testing the waters again. And I do use my rings for like goal planning and stuff like that, but I went right back to this, and I was also playing around with my Hobonichi weeks a little more. So I basically used this for the first couple of weeks of March as spiritual. So I have a lot of tracking for spiritual, and as you can see, I've kind of fallen off the wagon with that a little bit. Not too bad, a couple of days, because I was trying to do too much. It's hard for me to do multiple planners at once, but I'm learning that it's actually okay if you find the right combination. For me, it's the Hobonichi Weeks and the Staology B6 Staology. But so I have thankful for angel numbers. If I see angel numbers, I kind of stopped tracking them a bit. I want to get back into that because they speak. I see numbers everywhere. It's usually like one, double one, a lot of ones, fours, sevens. You can see 5. It depends on what I'm doing in my life. It kind of keeps me on track. Bible verses, which is basically my devotional. I was doing really well with devotionals for like for February. I was doing well, and I was really building, and then for some reason I just dropped off. I was actually praying and doing things like that, but writing down my devotional, Bible verse, not so much. So I want to get back into that this upcoming month. Spiritual highlights, I'm still doing that, but in a different way. And then daily spiritual signs. So this was supposed to be weekly. So this was the first week of March, and then I have a March review, but this is going to end up being my daughter's like highlights of the month. And then I just will go in and do like daily prayers and things like that, or take notes, sermon notes, study spiritual notes. I've already been in quarantine for like 3 weeks before all of this started, due to an injury and just mentally needing a break from things. Needed more time to spend with God. So that's when I did all this type of stuff. So I listened to things on YouTube. If you have any good suggestions, let me know. My friend Gracie has been really cool and like have been sending me some really great texts about certain verses and things like that. I really appreciate you, Gracie. But I definitely love making notes, and this I actually rewrote in my Hobonichi weeks because it really struck a chord with me. Let me show you. It's at the beginning. Yeah, right here. And I'd like to have it with me all the time, just to remind myself, of my faith. And then, Lord, what the heck kind of bug is that? I'm being attacked by bugs. Okay, just some more prayers, sermon notes, prayers, and then this was last week. Yeah, so I missed a week. I did only a week in my rings, and Akio Bujo told me she was happy to see me in a Hobonichi weeks, but she's like, or was happy to see me in rings again, but she's like, I've never seen you more grounded and functional in the B6. She's like, you just seemed at peace with it, and she was right, and that struck a chord with me. So thanks, Akio, you're the best. And I went right back to it, and it was like riding a bike. I can't see myself leaving a B6. So basically, I'm doing a week on one page, and it's kind of a review of each day, kind of like a little something that happened, or just kind of a little review. And I do want to admit, I set my week up like this before I watched one of my favorite YouTubers. I actually been watched her videos, is Dashkina, but she it's Daskina, I believe, but she says it with a sh instead of s. So she's really a great B6 planner girl, and she's tried and true, and she's such an inspiration to me, and I really enjoy her videos, and she's straightforward. But we have very similar styles in our planning, and before I found her, I didn't really watch many planning videos when I started this. I just wanted to build my own way of doing things, and I did. And but anyway, she has a very similar layout. I have this week I have the week focus, where I said rebuild AM spirit routine, more family time and daily planning, and a B6, and God's first, of course. And then a letter to my daughter. That's something that she inspired me to do, is actually write real letters instead of just writing like little journal pieces, but putting aside a page for my kiddo. She was my inspiration for that, for sure. One of my hand painted watercolor paintings I did. I wrote a little something about it, and then my dailies for this week. So just any kind of notes I need to for that day, I added here, that are day specific notes. I added there list, and then a time. I've enjoyed using stickers, and then I have notes. So I was trying some different ways to do this. I was doing a day and then the notes of that day. Sometimes I go into serious notes. I was up at like 12 a.m. when I wrote this. But I didn't really like that. I like having my days together. So here's Tuesday of this is not this week, of the 17th. And of course, using my beautiful stickers. I've actually, like I said, been enjoying that, and just kind of keeping the same layout here. And it's been working really well. I really enjoy it. These Dashkina uses this idea as well. She uses these thin post-its to kind of go back when she processes each week. I do the same thing as well, which I've actually done this in my rings as well. This is not new to me, but I like that she did use really thin ones. I've always used like kind of a thicker one. So what I do is, if I have a set of things I need to look at, I'll use one of my bigger ones, and if it's just like a little thing, I'll use this. So at the end of the week, I'll go through and look at these, or if I process monthly. It depends on what mood I'm in. See, these aren't like, I ended up doing this. I can take that off. Update hand stickers. I have not done that yet, so I will need to do that, and I'll show you why I need to update my hand stamp stickers. I'll show you. But I've actually been getting better with my handwriting and things like that. You'll see that as we go along. And then the day, usually on Saturday and Sunday, I don't use a timed. I just write or journal, but I sometimes have lists. But I've been adding in just this day on Saturday, the 21st. There was something spiritual that happened and really resonated with me, so I wanted to put it in here. And then Sunday, my Sundays are kind of like laid back. I did a lot of sleeping on Sunday and a lot of family time, and then I have a little next week at the bottom, which that's gonna change. This is last week, but if I don't have much going on, I'll add a sticker. Which surprisingly, I'm running out of, I don't really have any deco stickers anymore. Everything's pretty functional. This is my homeschool layout. I did do a live video of plan with me with my personal AM homeschool of the week that we're in. And it kind of explains why I switched over, but I might as well explain again. If you don't like lives, this is a good video to watch. But this was how I did homeschool planning. I've never homeschooled before. I have taught, I do teach in a school, but homeschooling is a lot different. I actually really have been enjoying it, to be honest. But this is how I did it, and then whatever we didn't accomplish, I put down here to migrate. And then this was Tuesday, March 17th, notes. Get excited about new things. Be bold. Do not follow the group. Follow the leadership today in your life. I am for Jesus. Anyway, my daughter made this on the computer. This is one of her activities, fun activities, if you will, for homeschool. I let her kind of get on my computer and design her own stuff. And yes, she used like clip art and things like that. And she did so cute. And I cut it out and put it in here, and then wrote a little note to her. This was one of her journals that she needed to do, and so in order to get her to kind of enjoy doing her work, I'll do it with her in my way. And so I did my version of our little family. It's my husband, me, her, and our 4 cats. And then we're supposed to write words that kind of represent what your picture is. And then this is actually monthly. This is for homeschool, like the days that whatever subject we accomplish, I'll check it off. And if we didn't get to one, I'll put minus whatever. This is gonna change. I am not going to, I don't know if I'll keep doing this or not. I'm still debating, but I am keeping up with it, so it is tabbed here. This spiritual notes, Thursday, March 19th. And then some more notes here. Friday. This is Sunday. Kind of a week review right here. So I actually have, for this week, have this truth tab from Stickers and Dreams. She's my favorite divider shop. I just put some stickers on this vellum. This is a vellum I had on hand. I like to print out my own vellum, but this one I just went ahead and put in because I was trying to cover up this. These are, I realized that I like having the vellum separating the weeks. I was trying to just go straight into the week without the separation. I didn't like that, so I went ahead and put the vellum here and then stuck this with it. I use this to show the beginning of my week, and then I use this to show the day that I'm on. This right here. So yeah. So again, I did this. I really do enjoy this layout, and it's a lot easier for me to keep up with than doing like a whole monthly version of this. So I will continue to do that next week. Again, the daily layouts, I'm not using my spiral decks right now. I really like my spiral decks more in my rings. So I'm taking a break from the spiral decks, plus the way things are, we're quarantined, so things are a little different. Surprisingly, I have a lot more to do in quarantine. It's interesting. Rough go around homeschool at first. Sorry, I was getting some messages. To-do list. I'm starting to get better with handwriting. Here's another example of highlighting, and then I even tabbed the page to remind me to go back to this to reference what I wanted to look at. These are actually notes, they're not tasks per se. And then I also have a sticker up here for a word of the day. So I really need to listen to my child more. Dashkina talks about having to listen, her word of the year is listen. I get what she's saying. It's hard as a parent to listen to your child when you know you're right and they're being disrespectful or something like that. I get it. My child has ADHD, so like it's hard to listen to her because she blows up and things. But that day went much better, and so we'll see how this day goes. So I made this last night this morning at like 2 a.m. Cat hair everywhere. Oh no, is it? I think it's actually laminated in there. Awesome. Wave my life. I actually made this, and I made it to where it can slip onto the page like this. And it has the tab at the top, and I have this very beautiful washi tape. I actually made it like it's in between the laminate here. So I have that always. It's just so beautiful. And then I just stuck this today tab here. But I'm using this. It's a dashboard pretty much in / bookmark. So I just needed something like this to put my notes on. Like this week's focuses or tasks, and then my keys. So when I was mentioning that I needed to update my hand stamp stickers, which I still need to do, I hand stamp my stickers and I use them to represent certain things or categorize certain things because I'm a visual person. So this is my notes key, and when I show you my volume 2 Staology, it'll be a little different, but this is my notes key, and I just have next month set up notes ready to go for the video. But basically what I mean by notes key is after my dailies, let me see here, my dailies, and then there's next week. I do pre-plan. I go ahead and stick in whatever I need to right into the day, so Sunday's pretty busy. I'll show you the notes in a second, but this is my homeschool. This is how I did homeschool this go around. I'll get more into that in a second. But okay, so in my notes, because after all that, I have notes for in the week. And I have quite a few notes that go around. I'm telling you, this is my favorite week thus far. So I have a page for my daughter, a page for my husband, and you see this little heart down here? That stands for love note letters. So I want to start writing to my husband and daughter and just talk about things and mention good things, bad things, whatever. Just talk them through and remind them how much I love them. And then, for example, prayers for, so this is a prayer request page, and it has the little Bible, so that represents prayers and prayer requests. Sometimes I don't put this down for just the prayers, but prayer requests, yes. And then you see here it says notes. It's all the thoughts, all the ideas, and prayer. But I decided to switch up how usually I just have like a first page that says notes and then something like this, and then just write. But I actually decided to categorize my notes this time. So this little light bulb stands for ideas. So this is the ideas from my volume 2, my second Staology, like my color story, what I want to put in it, what kind of things I want to do, what I don't want to do. That's what this is for, and I tabbed that. Personal care is this little heart. New recipes, we got the fork and spoon down here. Because we're in quarantine, I'm looking up recipes that use minimal, like that are very, very easy and quick, and you can do like an open fire or you know, survival food in a way. Like if you had a vegetable garden, it's like for example, this macaroni bake was used with Spam, and it was really good, you guys, and noodles and um, onion and garlic and stuff like that. And then this is corn delicious. It's literally corn, green pepper, chopped onion, and butter. That's it, and it was delicious. And seasoning, I season everything. And then I have the prayer for Tuesday. My handwriting has improved so much. I find that when I write smaller in caps letters, I write really neat. But even like my calligraphy, if you will, not that it is, I don't follow any kind of calligraphy. I just do my handwriting, kind of follow the basic idea, like thin upstroke, thicker downstroke, that kind of thing. But this is a brain dump for my goals for April. So to accomplish, these are my three main focuses: to do a Bible journaling challenge, rebuild a spiritual routine, so morning, evening, and then learn hand lettering and fonts. So that's something I've always wanted to do. I started it one time and just dropped off the face of the earth. So that's definitely something I'm going to be doing. And then focus on my family, work on personal care, more of playing with my daughter, healthy routines. That includes A, B, C, and D, which is more water, veggies, self-love, and laughter. And this has a little pin right here and a tab that represents notes to return to. So that's something I need to look at again. Another prayer for today. And then these little glasses represent crafty notes or study notes. So I actually watched a video on tea dyeing your paper, and that was really cool. So I'm going to try some of that and maybe be able to tip some of that in. So back to the homeschool. So that's the end of this midweek. Like it's literally Wednesday. So I'll show it again, update you again this weekend when I set up April pages on what the end of the week looks like. But this tab right here, the WK2HS, is week 2 homeschool. And this is how I set it up this time. So down here, so basically you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then the subjects on the side: spelling, handwriting, English, DOL, journal, reading, wordly wise, and science. My dad does math and social studies, so that's the 2 I don't need to worry about because he takes care of that. But we put the what she needs, her assignment. If it's in blue or a different color under the same one, that means that she did not do it the week before or the day before, and that it needs to be done. So she's called up. The only thing these little highlighted notes are papers that she needs to do or something online. So these are things that we're working on throughout the week or will need to be done on Saturday, something like that. I'm giving her some option because I feel like although we need to stick to a schedule because it's still school and it's important, I still want her to not be so stressed because this is a stressful time and kids feel stress from everybody in the universe. So I've really been enjoying this layout, so I'm definitely going to be doing this again for the next week. So we're on week 25. But yeah, that is it. And I'm not going to slow down on note taking. It's part of what I love about a paper planner. I enjoy writing. That's me. And I have collections in the back, believe it or not. I have a whole bunch of stuff back here too. But I'm not going to do that in my next planner. I have this much left. I think this will last for all of April. I'm hoping. I'm really hoping. Okay, because I don't want to start a new book midway like I did this book. I started it mid-December, and I don't really want to do that again. But if I have to, I will. But we'll see how it goes, because an ideal month, I guess, would be, I think, February, because I didn't do all of March. So this right here is February. Well, that's not too bad. So So yeah, I think I can fit that. I think definitely will be fitting April in here. So, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too boring. But this is a midweek review or a midweek update. And I guess until next time, you guys, I love you so much. Bye.